it shows. I like the way we play defense. It shows in the 37.5% from the field and 83 points. And we knew going into the game that this was a big-time transition team, if not the best in the league. And our guys did a nice job of getting back in transition, not allowing them to get any easy baskets. They had a few, but to hold these guys to 17 fast break points, sometimes you have to accept that. And then, we had 18 turnovers, and I guess giving up 22 points off of the 18 wasn't too bad neither. But we knew in those two areas, this team hurts teams night in and night out, and it was good to see us kind of rally in those areas and not get hurt very bad. We had key performances from a lot of guys. In the second half, I thought offensively we got stagnant, but our defense saved us until we were able to get some ball movement, some body movement to get some great looks. But throughout the course of the game, you talk about Meta World Peace, his defense was very good, and we tried to match him minute for minute with LeBron in the second half. But 17 and 7 with 3 assists and 1 turnover and 4 steals. What a stat line. He's been playing better and better, and it's showed with the wins that we have. Both our bigs had a double-double. They're eating up the glass the way that they did to get double-digit boards, and then the points. And you talk about Andrew Bynum's defensive activity. His defensive activity was very good tonight in terms of patrolling the paint. And then obviously, Kobe being efficient. He continues to be efficient night in and night out. But I thought not only was he efficient on the offensive end of the floor, I thought defensively he was very good too. He was a presence defensively, whether it's out on the perimeter or on the post, no matter who he guarded.
Was that the difference in the game that Meta had 8 fewer points than LeBron? That seemed to be the start of the game.
I don't think so, but it's not a bad stat to have when you have a guy like LeBron on the scoring tear that he's on. I just thought our team defense throughout the course of the night was pretty good, and for me, 37.5% from the field and 83 points. Now they missed some shots, but it's the highest scoring team in the league. I think efficient. I think scoring the ball, they're pretty efficient too with their field goal percentage, and so to me, I like looking at those two numbers more than anything else.
You have to like Meta's game, obviously.
No, I do.
Is he maligned? He's not scoring a lot, obviously, but he's been playing pretty good D the last, few weeks, except for the.
That's a big word. What's maligned mean?
A little unfairly criticized, or people see the stat lines not being there.
Well, the thing about Meta, and I said this before, is he came into the season overweight and out of shape. And so just like our team, it takes a little time. You wish that a guy can take a pill and get right back into shape like that, but it took him some time. And over a period of time, we started seeing him do some little things that we didn't see him do at the beginning of the season. And that's how he worked his way into the starting lineup. And he was doing stuff for us when he got in the starting lineup that wasn't showing up on the stat sheet. That's why we kept him there. And and as time has continued to go on, now you're really starting to see who, in my opinion, who he is. And, is the criticism right or wrong? That's what you guys get paid to do, so I'm okay with it. Just like the criticism of our team, I'm okay with that too. And even when the 20s say that Dave criticizes me, I'm okay with that too. That's what you guys get paid to do. So I'm all right with it.
Okay, now I apologize.
Frustrating way tonight.
You don't stop a guy like Dwayne Wade, in my opinion, or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James. You just try to make them work, and you make them work by 5 guys being on a string and guarding the basketball. And so I thought our team defense was pretty good, but at the point of the attack defensively, when it came to Dwayne Wade, I thought Kobe was really good. I thought his activity was good. I thought he played a physical game without fouling, and I thought he tried to make Dwayne Wade work for his shots. And so you got to give our team defense credit, but obviously Kobe being at the point of that attack, because that's who he guarded, you got to give him credit to.
Being who Kobe is, was it tempting, or is it tough for you guys? Not, and they didn't retaliate, but just being who he was and what happened to him, you pleasantly surprised, or just knew that they wouldn't do anything to test Wade back?
I mean, somebody asked me that the other day. I just felt our team just would go play the game to win it, and try to let the winning or our play speak for itself. It didn't cross my mind one time, except when I got asked now, and then when I got asked before, whether any of our guys would retaliate.
Kobe mentioned last night, or I guess after the last game, that his main motivation right now is he's chasing guys like Magic and Michael Jordan in terms of titles. Have you had any conversation with him since you got the job about? He's also mentioned earlier he's obsessed with that last ring. Have you talked to him about that desire he has?
He told me about it getting a ring. Yeah, on a couple occasions.
How does it come up?
No, I mean, it hasn't in a while. When I got the job, I mean, we talked about it, but it was just in conversation. It's just his competitive nature, But I mean, I know how he feels, which is great to be a part of. You have somebody with that much desire.
How much can that fuel what you guys are doing as a whole team collective?
Well, when your best player feels that way and he has that type of drive, it rubs off on other players. So I think it's a good thing. I definitely think it's a good thing.
Mike, what was better about your transition defense tonight? Because you still turned the ball over a decent amount, and the offense went cold in the second half, but you were still limited them on the break. What did you guys do better tonight?
I tell you what, give credit to all the guys who were out on the floor, but I thought our 1, 2s, and 3s did a terrific job of getting back when the shot went up. A lot of times when we play against teams that have athletes like that, they'll release on the shot. And if they release on the shot and you don't react on the shot with your perimeter guys, they're going to get layups a la Gallinari back in the day, and whoever else. But our guys just said, you know what, forget about it. If I'm out on the perimeter, I'm not attempting to go get this offensive glass because I probably don't have a shot at it. I'm getting back and at least so we can at least have two bodies back facing any type of attack that we get in transition, because, as you know, Dwayne Wade and LeBron they're both locomotives when they come down the floor with that basketball at full steam, with a full steam in front of them. So, and then they got the lobs and all that. I think they got one early on, but our guys, I give our guys credit for busting their behind and getting back, staying focused in that area of the game.
Mike, to what extent do you feel you can count on players like Metta World Peace and Steve Blake to produce on a regular basis like they did today?
I feel like I can count on those guys. I mean, there's a comfort level that I have with this team, and I think this team has a comfort level with me now. I think in both areas we can grow and still get better. Our in the game execution offensively isn't the greatest yet, but it's been good enough to help us win games because our defense, knock on wood, because our defense has been good. So I trust everybody out on the floor to go play their game, and I think they feel it because I don't look as stressed, I think, on the sideline as I did in the first few games of the year.
When did you get a sense of that comfort level kicking in just among the?
About a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, maybe. In practice, what we started to do, instead of scripting every single piece of the offense that we go over, it just got to a point where I felt they had a comfort level there because our early offense is based on reads, and so I just got to a point where I just said, hey, just give me two ball reversals. Bigs change spots, smalls change spots, and give me two ball reversals in our early flow and flow down and flow back and play basketball. And so they started doing it, and it's showing out on the floor. We're attacking the clock better, which is getting the ball from the back court to the front court and trying to get into offense earlier so we can get to a third and fourth option or a third and fourth ball reversal. We're spacing the floor better, and we're moving the ball, we're moving bodies a lot better. And if we can continue to improve in those three areas throughout the course of 48 minutes, we'll have a chance to be real good.
What did this win rank amongst the best of the season?
This win rank amongst the best of the season. I mean, it's a good win because it's versus a good team. I thought when we played at Utah, we won in overtime. I mean, because we had guys missing. We were still searching and trying to find ourselves. It was such a grinded out physical ball game. Off the top of my head, I thought that was a good win for us. But I mean, this is a good win because it was against a good team and their defensive schemes are solid and their coaching obviously is good, and so now you can look back and see some things that they tried to take away from you that might have worked or didn't work, and keep trying to improve from there.
So have you made? Is this about as good as you felt about the team this year, right now?
Is this?
Is it about as good as you felt about
You know what? I've been feeling pretty good about this team the past couple of weeks, with the exception of Phoenix first, and and then Oklahoma City second, but more in the second half against Oklahoma City. So I've had a comfort level or a good feeling, or however you want to call it, about this team now for a while, and obviously getting a win versus that type of opponent will continue to make my stomach feel good, I guess.
Mike, what would you say as far as percentage-wise, where you want to be in the final equation? Where do you think you are? 90%?
That's a great question. No. I think a little lower than that. 70, 75% about where I think at the end of the day we'll be with our execution offensively, and probably a little higher. I think we're a little bit further along defensively. But offensively, I still think we have some room where we can grow, especially at the end of ball games.
What'd you get teed for?
The Dwayne Kobe incident in the All-Star game unified this team, and some reason it seems like you guys are playing a little more physical since then. Can you relate that at all?
No, I can't. I thought we were playing pretty good basketball before the All-Star break, with the exception, like I said, of Phoenix and Oklahoma City. I thought we were playing some pretty good basketball before.